Planning a trip to Japan?
Hi, I'm Men from Tokyo. In this video, I will share with you the top 10 essential travel tips for Japan's entry requirements.
Whether it's your first visit or you're a second traveler, it's always helpful to have the latest tips for a smooth journey. From visa exemption details and the convenient Visit Japan web service to handling your transportation with IC cards like Suica and ICOCA, I've got you covered. I will also walk you through practical info like Wi-Fi and SIM card options, luggage shipping services, and smart ways to exchange money or withdraw cash. Plus, you will learn about transportation options from major airports like Haneda, Narita, and Kansai, as well as late-night hotel recommendations and why you should consider traveler's insurance. Whether you're heading straight to the city or exploring local attractions, these tips will help you plan ahead and avoid any travel headaches.
Therefore, you must apply for a visa at the Japanese embassy or consulate in your country of residence. Before we get started, let me share with you something. We are offering private tours around Tokyo as well. If you're interested, please contact me through the link below. Okay, then let's go.
Number 1. Visa exemption. As you all know, a passport is required not only for travel to Japan, but also for travel abroad. Many countries also require a visa even for a short day. However, Japan has a visa exemption system, and as of October 2024, citizens of 71 countries and regions can enter Japan without a visa for short-time tourism purposes. The maximum period of visa-free stay is generally 90 days or less, although for some countries, such as Thailand and Brunei, the period differs. On the other hand, nationals of countries that are not visa exempt must obtain a visa before traveling to Japan.
Therefore, you must apply for a visa at the Japanese embassy or consulate in your country of residence.
Number 2. Visit Japan Web. Visit Japan Web is an online service set up by the Japanese government to make entering Japan easier and to streamline your travel experience. While you can still enter Japan without using Visit Japan Web, it's a good idea to register in advance if you can. That's because there can be long lines at customs for those who do not. Using Visit Japan Web allows you to handle immigration, customs declarations, and currency steps online before you even land. If you're from a country that requires a visa, you can also link your visa to your account for smoother entry. Here's a quick breakdown of the steps. Step 1. Get your smartphone or computer ready, along with your passport and flight information for both your arrival in and depart from Japan. Step 2. Create an account using your email and a password. Step 3. Register yourself as a user by entering your personal details and passport info. Step 4. Add your arrival and departure times. Step 5. If you're from a country that needs a visa, link it to your account to make entry easier. Step 6. Fill out quarantine info and answer questions about your health. Step 7. Complete the immigration and customs declaration. You will need to confirm your details and answer questions about any criminal record or past entry denials to Japan. There's an official manual to guide you through the steps, and if you cannot do it yourself, like for infants, you can register up to 10 family members as traveling companions.
One important thing to note, there's no official app for Visit Japan Web. If you search for it on iOS or Android, you might see apps with similar names, but they are not legit.
The government has warned about this, so if you accidentally downloaded one, it's best to delete it. Number 3. Transportation IC card. As soon as you arrive at the airport, make sure you have your IC card ready. IC cards are prepaid electronic money cards that let you pay by simply tapping them on trains, buses, and even at some stores. Many of you might already know this, but there are tons of IC cards in Japan like Suica, Welcome Suica, and ICOCA. A common question I get is, should I buy an IC card? If you're planning on using the train a lot, an IC card is a must. So, which card should you get? Suica, Welcome Suica, ICOCA, or another? Well, that depends on whether you're arriving in Tokyo or Osaka. If you're heading to Tokyo, for those arriving at Haneda or Narita Airport, Suica is a great option. There's also Welcome Suica, which you can get quickly, but it's not recommended if you plan on coming back to Japan since it gets invalid after 28 days. If it is possible that you will visit Japan again, a regular Suica is the better choice. If you're heading to Osaka, for arrivals at Kansai International Airport, ICOCA is your best bet. You can easily buy ICOCA from ticket machines at JR Kansai International stations or right at the airport. Number 4. Wi-Fi SIM cards. It's pretty easy to find free Wi-Fi in major tourist spots like Tokyo and Kyoto. For example, in Tokyo, the Tokyo Free Wi-Fi service offers free Wi-Fi in popular areas like Shinjuku and Shibuya. In Kyoto, you can connect to Kyoto Wi-Fi around many tourist attractions. However, free Wi-Fi isn't available everywhere, so it's a good idea to have a SIM card or mobile Wi-Fi ready. But don't worry though, you can easily find mobile Wi-Fi counters or places to buy SIM cards at Haneda, Narita, or Kansai International airports, whichever one you land at. Some of the available services include Ninja Wi-Fi, Mobile Japan. Personally, I've used Ninja Wi-Fi and I found it to be fast and reliable even in more rural areas.
I'll put the links in the description below.
Number 5. Luggage Shipping. Some people might want to send their luggage ahead to the hotel where they will be staying. It's definitely a convenient service, but there are both pros and cons to consider. The big advantage is that you can travel without lugging around heavy bags. However, the downside is that depending on the service and location, you might not get your luggages right away on the same day. Getting it the next day is usually fine, but with some services, it could take a few days before your luggage arrives. Several companies offer airport delivery services, with JAL ABC and Yamato being the most well-known. You will find their counters at Haneda, Narita, and Kansai International airports. The process is really simple and the same across all companies. Just head to the counter of your chosen service, tell them the date and place where you want to pick up your luggage, and you're good to go. Then you just need to pick up your bags at the designated location. Prices can vary a bit depending on whether you are sending luggage from Narita to somewhere in Tokyo or all the way to Osaka or Kyoto. For a large suitcase, expect to pay around 3,000 to 5,000 yen. One thing to keep in mind is that delivery usually takes at least until the next day after you check in your luggage.
Make sure to confirm the earliest delivery time at the counter when you drop it off.
Number 6. Luggage Tips. In addition to the luggage shipping service mentioned earlier, there are other ways to lighten your luggage. If you want to head straight to tourist attractions after arriving at the airport, using coin lockers is a great option. In Japan, you will find plenty of coin lockers near train stations and popular tourist spots. Large suitcases usually cost around 700 to 1,000 yen, while smaller luggage is about 500 yen. Just keep in mind that many coin lockers only accept cash, so it's a good idea to have some cash on hand when you get to the airport. Number 7. How to withdraw currency. While more and more stores in Tokyo are starting to accept credit cards, many restaurants in Japan still only take cash, so it's important to have some Japanese yen on you.
So, where should you exchange your money?
At the airport, you have two main options: ATMs and currency exchange offices. Currency exchange offices and hotel counters at airports usually charge higher fees because they are aimed at tourists. But if you prefer dealing with a person, an exchange office might be more comfortable for you. Bank counters at the airport like MUFG, SMBC, and Mizuho usually offer better rates and are very reliable. ATMs, on the other hand, generally give you better rates than exchange offices or hotels. They are located all over the airport and you can withdraw cash easily. Plus, ATMs stay open until midnight, making them super convenient. You can also find ATMs at convenience stores like 7-Eleven, Lawson, and Family Mart, so that's another good option. It's smart to have some cash on hand, but carrying too much can be risky. To stay safe, only carry the money you need and use ATMs at convenience stores when you run low on cash. Number 8. Transportation for your hotel. Here's how to get to downtown from Haneda Airport, Narita International Airport, and Kansai International Airport. First, Haneda Airport. The cheapest way to get to central Tokyo is by train. You can take the monorail or the Keikyu line. But if you're carrying heavy luggage or aren't used to taking trains, especially if it's your first time in Japan, you might want to avoid crowded trains. In that case, buses are a great option. At Haneda, there are bus counters at Terminal 3 and Terminal 2 where you can buy tickets straight to your hotel. There's typically one bus an hour depending on your destination.
Check out the description below to see if there's a bus where you're staying.
If not, there are often buses that stop within walking distance, so it's worth asking at the bus counter for advice. Next, Narita Airport. If you're looking for a cheaper, no-transfer option, the Keisei bus is a convenient way to get to Tokyo Station or Ginza. It's more affordable than other options at just 1,500 yen per person, and the large suitcases can be checked in. You can buy tickets at the counter inside Narita Airport. Buses run every 10 minutes from around 7:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. Since the seats aren't reserved, it's a good idea to line up early to make sure you get the seat. The trip to Tokyo Station takes about an hour but could take longer if there's traffic. If you're on a tight schedule, the train is a more reliable choice than the bus. For example, the Narita Express train takes you directly to Shinjuku, Shibuya, and other major stations without any transfers. The train is designed to accommodate large suitcases too. You can buy tickets from the reserved seat vending machines or the Midori no Madoguchi ticket window. JR pass holders do not need to purchase a ticket. Trains run from 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. with about 2 departures per hour. Last, Kansai International Airport. If you're heading to Osaka or Umeda stations, the JR Direct Rapid train is super convenient. No need to change trains or reserve a ticket. The fare is about 1,200 yen and trains run every 15 minutes from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Here's what I have covered in my previous videos. The Navitime Japan app is really handy for navigating from the airports, so be sure to check it out. Number 9. Arrival time late. If you arrive at the airport late, I recommend staying at a hotel nearby. While it's possible to take a taxi into the city, the fare is much higher than public transportation. Even if you take a flat-rate taxi, which is slightly cheaper than a regular one, the cost can still be close to 30,000 yen. Instead of forcing yourself to travel into the city late at night, it's safer and more convenient to stay at a hotel near the airport. At Haneda Airport, there's a luxury hotel with a natural hot spring in the airport garden. Near Narita Airport, Hotel Nikko Narita is a well-known option. For Kansai International Airport, Hotel Nikko Kansai Airport is also popular. There are also plenty of affordable business hotels near each airport, so you might want to consider those as well. Compared to late-night taxi fares, staying at an airport hotel is usually the cheaper and easier option.
If you'd like to support my channel, I'd be really happy if you make a reservation through the links below.
Number 10. Traveler's Insurance. In Japan, those who pay insurance premiums can receive medical care at the maximum of 30% of the cost. However, this doesn't apply to foreign tourists. Your credit card may come with overseas travel insurance, but generally, the coverage amount for illness or injury is often limited. Currently, ambulances are available free of charge for all visitors, including foreign tourists, but hospital consumptions and treatments can be expensive. Although some tourists may choose not to purchase insurance to reduce travel costs, I strongly recommend that everyone buy travel insurance to avoid unexpectedly high medical bills.
Now you're ready to enjoy your trip to Japan. Have a wonderful trip! That's all for today. Don't forget to subscribe and like button. See you at the next video!